Hi there, I'm Danae. For the next 30 days, we're going to be talking about simplifying child behavior. This is a topic that is near and dear to my heart because child behavior needs simplified. It can feel very complicated and often impossible and leave us as parents feeling totally powerless. I have a 2 and a 4-year-old who challenge me daily, and I want to share with you some of the strategies and tools that work for us at home. In the next 30 days, this program will be brought to you via video, written content, articles, a variety of means for you to start to understand a little bit more how to manage behavior in your home positively, without shame, but effectively. So it's divided into 3 parts. The first part, we're going to be exploring more about our own parenting styles. So what are we doing that's working? What are we doing that's not working? Where did we get those skills? Did they come from our own upbringing? Is it something that we read in a book? Are there things that we need to let go of? Do we need to adopt some new styles and some new strategies? So we're going to better understand ourselves because as parents, we are our own secret weapon. It's really difficult to change the behavior of children, but it's a lot easier to change our own behavior. And we know that as parents, our kids are growing up in our reflection. They're little mirrors of us. So if we're behaving well, they're going to be behaving well. So we're going to talk about changing our own behavior and some of our styles and strategies in order to positively impact our kids. And then in part 2, I'm going to be sharing some really important principles and core components of behavior psychology that are going to help you have more empathy for your kids and more understanding of the behaviors that you're seeing. There's a whole range of normal, and a lot of times we don't need to intervene, and sometimes we feel pressure to intervene, especially if somebody else is watching. So we're going to talk about, when do you need to intervene and do something? When do you need to put your kid in timeout? When do you need to give them a consequence? And fortunately, it's not as often as you think, because with positive parenting, kids are learning and through your relationship with them and the connection with them all the time. That being said, there's a lot of times where we do need strategies and techniques. For example, this morning, my daughter was watching me fold the laundry, and I had folded all the laundry and I had it spread across the back of the sofa, and she came through with her arm and swiped and knocked it all down. And that kind of behavior is really annoying. It's not necessarily unsafe, but it needs to be handled because I started to pick it up and I invited her to help me, and she did it again. So as a parent, I've got a lot on my schedule, a lot of things to do, and I needed to get the laundry folded and put away. So how do you go about your day and get things done while at the same time parenting positively and shame-free and teaching your children lessons as you go? So we're going to talk about finding that blend. In part 3, we're talking about specific tips and strategies that you can use to help your days flow more smoothly. I'm hoping that you're going to learn so much in this program, and I know that I always learn so much when I'm working with you all. So thank you for joining, and I am excited to get to know you better in the next 30 days. I want to add 2 quick disclaimers. I recorded that last part of the video and I replayed it and listened to it, and you can definitely hear my son screaming "goal" at the end. He's watching a soccer game, and it made me laugh because I am trying to teach a 30-day program on how to get kids to behave well, and my kids are screaming in the background of my first day video because my kids are totally normal and they get upset and angry and excited and they scream and make noise and they're boisterous, and so am I as an adult and as a human. And that's part of understanding that there's a whole lot of normal behavior, and a lot of it doesn't need to be changed, and a lot of it doesn't even need to be edited out of videos, I guess. And the second disclaimer that I wanted to include is that the things that I'm going to present in the next 30 days, I'm really hoping are going to resonate with you and you're going to take a lot away from it. But at the same time, not all of it is going to work for you and your family. So I want to invite you to take what makes sense to you and what works for you and to leave the rest. This is not an absolute. Every family is different. What works for my family is not going to work for your family. So take it or leave it. I hope that you walk away with some really powerful tools and tips, and I look forward to the next 30 days.